calling you, MP. Hey, how's it going, MP?
Fans live for games like this one.
Fans, a reminder, we hope your cars can join us for the trading card game. The first 10,000 fans through the game will receive a trading card pack.
Greetings and thanks for ending your Monday on 2K Sports with some NBA hoops. And tonight, we've got the Philadelphia 76. What do you think of the possibility of the All-Star game changing its format to be USA versus the world, Clark?
I would love anything that would help the All-Star game be a little bit more competitive, BA. I love the showmanship. I like the entertainment value, but I want to see some real hooping, too. So if we could do that in whatever format, I'm all for it. Sign me up right now.
And the starting group for Chicago. Giddey and White pair to make the backcourt. Williams and Vucevic are inside. And it's Dosunmu in at the 3 spot. And it's Giddey missing. Here's Philadelphia. The general passes to Grimes. Here's the general. Coming off a terrific game against Brooklyn. Off target with the 3. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to catch up with Nick Nurse, and one of their main defensive focuses, Nikola Vucevic. Coach telling me that Vuce has the big body, plus he can really shoot it, but they really emphasized boxing him out. Nikola is great at converting misses into second chance points. Boxing out, it's back to the basics, guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Maxey passes to the general. George, a screen on Williams. Here's the general. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Great screen that time by George. Well done.
The Bulls have gone 1 for 3 so far. Outside White. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. To the paint. Here's Vucevic. And the power finish by Vucevic.
All the reach you need to throw it down there. Vucevic making it look easy.
George outside. Pass to the general. Throws it up high. White with the steal. Giddey against Maxey. And that one's good. Giddey.
And sometimes defenders just forget how tall Giddey is. I mean, the 6'8" guard is solid finishing inside.
Grant, how about Kobe White going from a bench player to one of the league leaders in minutes?
Yeah, Kobe played more than 35 minutes per game last season. Top 10 in the league. We saw White hit another level, so he has an exciting future in front of him.
Pass to Vucevic. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. The 3 is up. The general, no good. And Giddey has got... Got the ball here for Chicago. Now White. Williams from long range. Drills it from deep.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And this is a player who's been giving his all. Our Eastern Conference Player of the Week.
He's a great example of what a modern big looks like. He's so much more than just a big in the paint, and that versatility is a big part of what makes him such an outstanding player.
Maxey passes to the general. Drummond, the screen on Williams. Ooh, had a nice open look right there. The general's got 8 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's White. And McCain pulls it down. The Sixers trailing. To the inside. Here's Drummond. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to belong to Nikola Vucevic. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
He's been a completely different guy at the line this season. I mean, last year, you weren't sure what you were going to get when you got to the stripe. And there's no way we could have expected such a huge increase in those free throw percentage numbers.
Oubre, he's checked in for the Sixers.
You know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
Here's the general, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Got it.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Here's the general. 10 points for him. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Herter.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Jones finds Herter. 26 seconds left in the first quarter. Collins a screen. 6 on the shot clock. Here's White. Here's Smith. From down in the low post, it goes.
Night in and night out, consistently, Smith makes a solid effort in there.
Drummond, the screen on Smith. And the general gets it to go. The general's got 13.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. The Sixers on top. They're up. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Smith out there with Kevin Herter. Then it's Josh Giddey. Then there's Zach Collins. And it's Jones in at the 1 spot. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. Well, the general their last time out against the Nets was just insanity. He ended up with 41 points, and as we've come to expect, he contributed from the three-point line as well. Truly, one of the most exceptional performances we've seen in recent memory. A monster night for him. Back to you.
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
And Clark, this last summer, former Sixer Doug Collins inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Yeah, well-deserved honor for Doug. I mean, he's Philly's former #1 overall pick back in 1973, and he played almost a decade there for the Sixers. Also coached the Sixers, among many other teams that he had a chance to coach in the NBA, but clearly an NBA lifer and one of the best guys that's part of the NBA fraternity.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's the general. Connects from downtown. The general's got 16 points.
Another triple for him. His 4th of the night after that monster first quarter where he hit 3 of them.
Jones, the pass to Giddey. Collins a screen. Down low. And Collins with the slam.
Yeah, I just love the game of Giddey. Looks for others first. A great guy to play with.
Here's the general, covered by Smith. The general, no good.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Collins a screen. Herder can't hit.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
The general passes to George. Out to the right wing. Pass to the general. There's the three. Chicago with a rebound.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
For three, Collins. The general pulls it in. The 76ers have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. And it feels like everyone turns over half their roster every year, Clark. How hard is that for teams?
Very hard. I mean, continuity is a foundational pillar point to being successful in anything. There's a reason why Steph, Clay, and Draymond won so much in Golden State. Knowing your teammates and their tendencies is vital if you're going to be a championship contending team. I think teams and organizations benefit when they stay together for longer periods of time.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. So Chicago going with an almost entire new group here. Vucevic, he's checked in for Collins. Williams comes in for Smith. Dosunmu, he's checked in for Herder. And it's Kobe White in for Giddey. And so here is Chicago, trailing by 2. Williams. And Williams punches it home.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Here's the general. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
White for 3. It's hauled in by the Sixers. They beat the Bulls during their last encounter in Chicago.
And you'd have to think that luck played a part in that one. I mean, the opponent had an off night at the defensive end for sure.
Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
27 seconds left in the first half. That's good, and it's Jones with the assist. White's got his first points in this one.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
4-3. The general, no good. Dosunmu outside. Jones, the pass to White. Beyond the arc. And it's White again missing. He gets it up. The shot off that time. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Philadelphia on top, leading by 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Welcome, folks. The Philadelphia 76ers going head-to-head in what's been a neck-and-neck battle through 2 quarters.
They've had the hot hand from deep, so I'm giving these guys the green light. Keep riding the perimeter game until they take it away.
They sure made it look easy at times. What a half. Taking a peek now at the upcoming schedule.
This stretch could break their season, but it could also make their season if they step up.
when I was playing. I like these kind of games, to tell you the truth.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Chicago trailing here. They've got Tyrese Maxey, Paul George out there with Joel Embiid, and it's the general in at the 4 slot. That's the group for Nick Nurse getting going here in the second half.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
It's good.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Vucevic, a screen on Maxey. And Embiid with the block.
Embiid stiff-arming that shot with authority, no mercy.
And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Hey, we know every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Shot from 12. Philadelphia grabs the miss. And so the ball out of bounds. Embiid touched it last. What a 22-23 season it was for Joel Embiid. Named MVP with the Sixers, Clark.
Yeah, and that was Philly's first MVP since the answer, Allen Iverson, back in 2001. Embiid led the league in scoring at over 33 a game on 55% shooting from the floor. Remarkable. Nobody could stop him. He was virtually unguardable.
Here's the general. Off target from three-point range.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Dosunmu, the pass to Williams. Vucevic with it. Outside Giddey, pass to White. 6 to shoot. Vucevic, a screen on George. Here's Giddey. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Giddey's got 8.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Here's White. Back to Giddey. And here is Williams. And here is Vucevic. An aggressive player on offense, scoring around 16 a game. Dosunmu for 3. That one doesn't drop. Philadelphia's gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. Here's the general. 3-pointer off the mark. Chicago leading. Inside, here's Williams. Misses the baby hook. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. He drops it from range.
Always able to see the complete floor. Maxey, great vision.
Giddey passes to Dosunmu. Now here's Williams. All sorts of time. And Grimes pulls it down.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
George, a screen on Williams. The general passes to Embiid. Here's Grimes. Here's the general. 27 points for him. And the 76ers another 3.
Boy, a big man with great touch from deep. Always a valuable commodity in today's game.
We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter. White looking it over. The 3 ball. And again, Chicago, no good.
Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit. When you look at it, I think he rushed that 3 a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
The Bulls trail by 4. Dosunmu on the wing. Here's George. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's going to belong to Nikola Vucevic. Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players can learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
Shot to stop the run. Jones misses. The Sixers lead by 7. A minute 6 left in the third. Here's the general. And another miss by Philadelphia.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Smith passes to Dosunmu. Smith with a screen on Oubre. White for 3. And the three-pointer goes. White's got 8 points.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
George passes to the general. The 3 sends it home from three-point land. The General's got 8 points in the quarter.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past.
We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. The General, no good. Now Dosunmu. White for 3. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And we've reached the end of the third. Philadelphia on top. They're up by 5. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for the Bulls, getting the fourth quarter going. We've got Smith. Trey Jones is out there with Josh Giddey. Then there's Kevin Huerter, and it's Collins in at the 5. Jones finds Giddey. Back to Jones. Fires the 3. The General pulls it in. The General's got rebound number 8 now. Pass to Grimes. Here's the General from outside the arc. And got it! Another basket!
And in terms of first-year players, he is one of the most high-volume scorers.
Oh, hey! How about big time right there? Big time!
Whoa!
Terrific throwdown by Jalen Smith. He stuck it right to him that time.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And the General gets it to go.
Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Pass to Huerter. Collins with a screen on Oubre. Huerter passes to Collins. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Here's the General. Here's the 3. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Tyrese Maxey's checked in for the Sixers. So Chicago going with an almost entire new group here. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Collins. Williams comes in for Smith. Dosunmu, he's checked in for Huerter. And it's White in for Jones. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. Coach wanted his guys to ignore the scoreboard. He said, don't even look at the numbers. Just take it possession by possession, make every chance count, and we'll see where we stand at the end of this game. Back to you guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. The Generals, no good. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. Pass to Williams. Outside Giddey. To the middle. Vucevic in the post. Banked it in off the glass.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. There's a screen. The General, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
And there's the rejection. Outside Oubre. Here's the General. He's covered by Dosunmu. And another miss by Philadelphia.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. And Philadelphia making a change here. Embiid's checked in. So it's Philadelphia now, leading by 5. Good! Another from 3.
All game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is nothing stopping this shot.
And you know this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game the world never forgets. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Boy, just a perfect shot fake from Vucevic.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for Philadelphia?
Well, I think they've been lethal from beyond the arc this game, no doubt about it. Hard to defend such spot-on shooting.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
Bulls trail by 6. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And the basket by Dosunmu.
Yeah, something Giddey has always done well is share the ball. Tough to miss that wide open man.
And the General gets it to go. The Generals got 49 in the game.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
And they pick up 2.
And, you know, you develop a level of trust with your teammates when you show the kind of concentration that Vucevic shows in these situations. He's the total package.
The General throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. It goes on Patrick Williams. Here's Giddey.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
Williams from long range. Money. And now they trail by just 4.
A great find by Giddey, a tall guard who sees the floor so well.
Screen by Embiid. Here's the General. Williams grabs the board.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
30 seconds left in the final quarter. Good. He hits again.
And with each game, it seems his rookie campaign gets brighter and brighter. He now has the 4th most points ever in a rookie season.
And he's not done yet. This sort of success really breeds confidence for a young player. Not that he needs a confidence boost, though. Chicago calls timeout. 23 seconds left in the 4th. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
And they're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
Yeah, they're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass to not waste too much time at all.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making.
And so both free throws good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Every free throw is crucial in a close game. Nice work at the line.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. They trail by 6. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
Williams misses. Here's the general, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk. And the basket by Dosunmu. And so it's Philadelphia with the W. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close.
Looks like we got ourselves a franchise play.
In the house.
Facing one of the heavyweights tonight.
Good, MP.
What's up, my man? You're hooping lately.
Man, that means a lot. You know I've been a fan of yours for a minute now.
I ain't making me feel old, man.
Nah, that's just respect. Yo, you want to trade jerseys after the game?
I'm flattered, but I can't give them out that easy, man. You got to earn it.
All right, I'll do that.
You got less humble real quick, huh? All right, let's do it.
Welcome aboard, everybody. This is Wednesday Night Basketball of the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. They've got the general. He's out there with Embiid. Maxey out there with Paul George. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard. Doris, in this one, we've got two very good shooting teams that love to focus on that three ball.
Well, there are certain organizations that lean heavily into this age of analytics. Both of these teams like to value the shots you most want. That's at the rim and now the three-point perimeter opportunity. So let it fly, guys.
Here's the general. In the game against Chicago, very impressive. Tries again. And Maxey with the basket on the assist by George.
And one of the many ways Maxey can hurt you with his shooting, lightning fast on that release.
Maxey against Brunson. And it's off from three-point range. For Philadelphia, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And they double up Embiid. Pass to the general. Here's the three. Drains the three-pointer.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. It's a three-point game. Doris, the way this Knicks roster was put together, they have a great level of physicality.
Kevin, if you think about it, with the way the rules are starting to trend back toward that level of physicality. They've got an opportunity to be successful. They also have a big-time star in Jalen Brunson, so there's a lot to like about the future.
Doris, when you think of Mikal Bridges, what comes to mind?
The fact that he is available almost every single night, that you can count on him to bring great defensive intensity. He's become a legitimate threat from three-point territory, and now all of a sudden he's adding some ball skills. Mikal Bridges gets better every single year.
Now Anunoby after the missed three from the General. Back to Brunson. Bridges outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. Drills the three-pointer. Bridges got 5 now.
Well, we know Mikal Bridges can connect from distance. This guy has become a consistent threat from deep.
Philadelphia has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Tarlock, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. 6 points for him.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now, here's Bridges. He has 5. And that one is off. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the General in his last time out against Chicago was sensational. He had 56 points, and to no one's surprise, he was dialed in from deep. Just a fantastic night for him. The kind he wants to have every night, I'm sure. Guys?
Thanks for the report, D.A. Great, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
Here's George. Jalen Brunson picking up that last basket. The General. Good.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's Brunson. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game.
Wow, Jalen Brunson off his feet. Man, that's a big-time finish.
Taxi passes to the General. Fades back. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Brunson finds Towns. Bridges outside. That 3 off the mark. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2 for 1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
And that one, good.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
For the New York Knicks, they come into this one following a loss to the Celtics in Boston. Here's Towns and Embiid with the block.
And how about the anticipation from the big fella? Embiid is one of the league's premier shot blockers.
Knicks trail by 4. On baseline, Jay. And there's Brunson. That's good. On the assist by Anunoby.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Here's Tarlock. And the 3 off target. And that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Oh, Wagner out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Miles McBride. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Payne in at the 1. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Drummond the screen. Here's Tarlock. Gets the three-pointer to fall. The General's got the lead up to 5 now for the 76ers. The General's gone 4 of 7 from long range, so some big numbers for him outside. Bridges against Oubre. Bridges inside. 6 on the shot clock. Bain kicks to Wagner. No good on the triple. The 76ers leading by 5. Drummond a screen. The general passes to Oubre. Here's the general. He's got 14. His three-pointers off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Hey, Greg, since getting traded in 2023, Mikal Bridges' scoring numbers have exploded.
Yeah, Bridges, the main piece of that deal, sending Kevin Durant to the Suns. Mikal scored 26 a game down the stretch for Brooklyn that year, taking his game to another level.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, even with an MVP and Joel Embiid, the Sixers can't be a one-man show. Embiid says, I watch a lot of games and I see what's working. Good basketball means cutting, moving, guys getting off the ball, and it's moving and not sticking. But you need the right guys to execute that system. And I think we've got the right guys. Kevin?
No, you and I agree they do, David. Thank you very much. Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down to just 3 in the basket from Tucker.
You know, sometimes it's about the tireless work ethic of Tucker because he's made himself into a solid shooter.
Here's Tarlock. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Towns, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. OG Anunoby comes in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Cameron Payne.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Now here's Brunson. 8 points for him. No good with the layup.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him. Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot to create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
Let's remember, this is 6'8" with some hops. OG Anunoby with the dunk.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And the 76ers making a change here. George is checked in. Here's the general. He's got 22. And a miss there on the triple.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Anunoby passes to Brunson. Teardrop shot. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
I think there was no question they brought a level of physicality along with a tremendous work ethic, and it was why they were successful.
And the Knicks with possession here after the Sixers pick up 2.
Yeah, don't let Brunson's size fool you. This guy operates consistently on the interior.
Here's the general. He's defended by Wagner. And it's George finishing it off.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. And the Knicks with possession here. Trailing by 10. Wagner outside. It's hauled in by George. The 76ers have gone 7 of 9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense. It's blocked.
A denial by Mo Wagner using his size to his advantage.
Anunoby kicks to Wagner. Brunson outside. Brunson, hard finish inside.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And so it's Philadelphia holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Looking at the Grizzlies matchup, they have to be feeling pretty confident. Good teams win the games they're supposed to. We'll find out how good they are.
You can beat a team and still not be a good team. I want to see how they play.
And now let's check out the game at hand. It was a solid first half effort for the 76ers. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. And you know the general has been really making it happen, guys.
And we saw just how important he is for this team in the first half. He was getting everyone involved.
His fingerprints were all over this, involving his guys with his passes, finding different ways to take advantage of the defense.
Taking a look at the 76ers, we've got George. The general is out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard position.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
You've seen, Doris, Paul George's journey from role player to MVP candidate.
There's a reason, Kevin, Paul George is one of the most emulated players in the league with young people. His game is so well-rounded, and maybe his best attribute is his adaptability. Paul George is equally comfortable either being the lead man or, if need be, he can play with 2 or 3 other stars and still be effective. Really incredible. What you admire about Mikal is he's such a grinder. You watch his defense, you can feel the intensity with this guy.
Here's Embiid. Sinks that one from the post. Embiid's got the lead up to 11 now for Philadelphia.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Inside, here's Achua. The dunk by Achua.
Achua with room at the rim and doesn't hesitate.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Embiid the screen. Tarlock. No good with the triple.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 before now.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Joel Embiid talks about leading his team. He said, I've been guarded so many different ways, I feel like I've seen everything, and I know how to attack everything. For me, it's all about how do I bring everyone along with me. You can't win alone. It's just about playing together and involving everybody. Kevin?
And you've got to involve everybody. All right, D.A., thanks. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Down low. Here's Anunoby. Excellent D there from George.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. The 76ers with another miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Towns sets the pick for Brunson. To the paint. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Well, you cannot let Mikal Bridges get into the paint because he's going to hammer it home when you do.
The General passes to Grimes. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Tarlock connects from three-point range.
3 points.
The Generals got 8 here in the quarter.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Towns kicks to Achua. Out to Brunson. Brunson stays agile and finds his opening inside.
Jalen Brunson right now attacking without hesitation. His foot is on the gas pedal.
They set the screen. Here's Tarlock, and another one.
An elite talent in just his rookie year. He's now 3rd all-time for rookie point production.
And the ability he has shown to score is very uncommon to have right out of the gates. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. We know, Doris, that Towns might already be one of the best shooting bigs ever.
But Kevin, he flat stated and called himself the best shooting big of all time. He has an argument because not only has he shot the ball incredibly well from deep, even as his volume has gone up, his efficiency stays the same. This is a gifted offensive post player.
Knicks trail by 11. McBride passes to Bridges. To the middle. Here's Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
Well, you're running your offense through Mikal Bridges, and he is making it work right now.
Takes it inside. The General. Good.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Now Brunson. 14 points for him. Here's the floater. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
He's been doing really nice work at the line. 83%.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Miles McBride out there with Payne. Then there's Mo Wagner. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for New York right now. Knicks trail by 11. And here's Payne. Towns, a screen on Maxey. To the inside. And the dunk by Towns.
Don't you love how Towns' hands are always ready to receive the pass? Terrific job on the pick and roll.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the 76ers?
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3-ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
And it's Towns missing. The 76ers leading by 12. With the floater, the General can't get it to go. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for New York. That shot misses. Nice D from the General. The Knicks pull it in. Anunoby outside. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. George has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's the general. He's defended by Wagner. Nice defense from Wagner. Maxey against Anunoby. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to McCain. Here's the general. Embiid with the screen on Towns. Five to shoot. The general passes to Embiid. The Knicks pull it in. Towns has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Anunoby kicks to Towns. Now Payne. New York moving it around. Pass to Towns. New York, no good that time either.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
It's rebounded by Towns. Knicks trail by 12. Anunoby passes to Payne. Now here's Towns. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle him up right away. For the Knicks, Achua, he's checked in for Wagner. Bridges comes in for Miles McBride. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Payne. And the 76ers also making a change. Grimes is checked in. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, guys. I listened to Tom Thibodeau talking to his team during the break. Now, he asked for one thing, intensity. He said, I need you to crank it up to 11 out there. That's how we turn it around. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
Oh, clever pass there from Maxey. So good at finding his teammates.
Brunson barreling in. It's tipped. Here's the general, covered by Achua. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And what a finish by Maxey with that contact. That took a lot of guts.
This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team, showing that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
Here's Brunson. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It could definitely be considered a statement win for the 76ers.
And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of their success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well. A big advantage in that category, and they continually put pressure on the defense.
And when you look at the season for these guys, they have amassed a lot of wins, 57, and adding in tonight, it'll make it 58.
And continued dominance against this team.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you later.
Tough game out there, man. You got that dog in you for real.
Thanks, man. I'm going to use this jersey as inspiration to keep grinding. Thank you, man. This means a lot.
Of course, anytime.
Good luck the rest of the season.
You too. Stay healthy.
I didn't even know rookies could score like this.
That's it. They ain't ready, MP.
These are the games you have to win to be taken seriously.
Visit our website or the ticket booth at the arena today. And remember, 76er fans, we still have tickets available to upcoming Sixer home games. Make sure you stop by the nearest ticket booth or visit us online to get yours today. We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you're having an issue at any time,
Coming right up, the 76ers taking on the Warriors for the Philadelphia 76ers.
They say revenge is a dish that's best served cold. The good,
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another. All right, Grant, as we get geared up for the home stretch, what are you looking for right now?
Well, BA, health is number one for me. When teams have their full allotment of players is key. As we head to the playoffs, it's about attrition. Which team can stay healthy?
Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Kevon Looney is out there with Kuminga, and it's Ingram in at the 3. Here's the general. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
This team trusts Maxey to make good decisions with the ball.
Now Looney, right now averaging 6 a game. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
George, a screen on Kuminga. Kept alive. George passes to Embiid. Knocks down the triple.
Yeah, we know Embiid can do it one-on-one, but the catch-and-shoot jumper is showing his versatility.
Kuminga with a screen on Maxey. Curry from deep three-point land. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's the general. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Curry's shot is off. The 76ers have gone 3 of 4, off to a nice start. Well, Brent, it's been a blessing to watch Stephen Curry in real time. But he's the kind of player, his highlights will stand the test of time for years.
The best shooter that's ever played the game. Yes, it's been a real treat, BA, to watch all of that happen. But I give credit to Steph. The early part of his career, shaky with the injuries, the confidence never wavered. And then all of a sudden, behind these magical hands, the game had changed.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
The general passes to Embiid. Here's the general. Shot clock at 6. Fires from deep. Podziemski grabs the board. Golden State has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, the general, their last time out against the Knicks, was outstanding. He contributed 42 points, and once again, he was lights out from distance. Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him, and he delivered.
It really was some night for him. He couldn't have been much better, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., there was nothing they could do to contain him. Once he got rolling, it was game on.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
Philadelphia shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And he's good on the first of 3. One thing this Golden State team does very well is control the offensive glass, Brent.
Well, there's been a lot of talk analytically, BA, about how advantageous it is to come in and swoop through to grab offensive rebounds. Golden State has bought into that philosophy. They also have guys who take a lot of long shots, so that's long rebounds with a better chance of gaining an extra possession. So some smart analytical play here from Golden State in the past couple seasons.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
And the basket by Curry.
Curry doing it again. One of the quickest releases we've ever seen.
Here's the general. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. The Generals got 13.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And Philadelphia has possession. Here's McCain. He's watched by Kuminga. McCain's shot is off. Pass to Ingram. Back to Pajemski. Puts up a 3. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Ingram. Ingram's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Brandon Ingram at that size, able to survey the entire floor and make a play. Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. After an outstanding month of games, he's earned this honor, your Eastern Conference Player of the Month.
He's made himself the cornerstone of their offensive efforts recently, and he's providing for his squad in every regard on that end of the floor. Scoring, passing, picks, you name it, he's doing it.
55 seconds left in the first quarter here. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to go on Tyrese Maxey.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Sixers lead by 3. 46 seconds left now in the first quarter. Here's the general. That 3's off the mark. The Warriors have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Payton. Not going to go that time.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Maxey passes to the general. 17 seconds left in the first quarter here. Pure from 3-point range.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Pass to Spencer for 3. The shot no good. The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. The Sixers on top, up by 6. Stay with us now as we get set to... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the 76ers.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the 3-point land never hurts.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and it has really come out with great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
They've got Andre Drummond. Kelly Oubre out there with Tyrese Maxey. And it's the general in at the power forward position. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. They grab their own miss. Outside Payton. Here's Santos. The three-pointer off the mark.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Here's Maxey. Out to Oubre. Here's the general. Counted from distance. The general's got 5 points now this quarter.
Another triple for him. His fourth of the night after that monster first quarter where he hit 3 of them.
Pass to post. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
The three is up. And the 76ers another three.
He's been dropping them in from downtown since the tip. 3 triples in the first quarter, 2 more since.
Pass to Moody. Here's post. Left side Curry. Clock at 6. They set the screen. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Moody from outside. Drummond grabs the miss.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Drummond with the screen. And the 76ers another three.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Pass to post. Inside. Who poked away? Moody. Moody gets one inside.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Warriors play a unique style predicated on passing and cutting off the ball. Stephen Curry said the main goal is to just force the defense to make as many decisions as you can. So with all that ball movement and body movement, they're going to mess up at some point. Brian?
Well, it helps having a weapon like Stephen Curry. Thanks, Allie. Pass to Santos. Lets it go from deep. Nails it from 3. Santos has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. The general passes to Oubre. Drops in the layup for 2. And the 76ers lead by 14.
I could see that contact really didn't bother Oubre Jr. on that possession.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. So both teams changing it up here. And let's take a look at the Rookie of the Year race. These are the top-ranked rookie talents in the league as their first season in the NBA comes to a close. He's shown us throughout the course of this season that he's at the top of his rookie class. So it's no surprise to see him in the top spot.
And there's no doubt he's the top contender. I'll be shocked if he's not lifting the Rookie of the Year trophy later on.
Me too. And it's the way that he's just sustained his level of play for the entire season. So consistent. No major peaks, no huge valleys. That's pretty impressive stuff and heady stuff from a rookie.
And Brandon Ingram was the key piece of the Anthony Davis trade. That move changed his career, Brent.
No doubt about it. B.I. won the most improved player of the year in his...
Oh, Kuminga! Top for days!
What a setup for Kuminga. All he has to do is rise up and throw it down.
George for 3. He can't hit that time. Warriors trail by 10. Ingram deciding where to go with it. This one for 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Knicks.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win.
Back to Moody. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Payton's checked in for Moody.
Warrior substitution. Number 0, Gary Payton II.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the second quarter. 6 to shoot. Here's Ingram. And the Warriors miss again.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Driving in. No, stop it in there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. Kevon Looney picks one up. Philadelphia shooting their 4th attempt at the line tonight. 11 seconds left in the first half. Here's Podziemski. Launches it. The shot that time not on target. And the first half now in the books. The Sixers on top. They lead by 13. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
26. Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fans.
Hey folks, happy you joined us. And just to throw you guys a little curveball here, what's your take on the alternate floor designs teams are using these days?
It's different, that's for sure. Now, if you're watching...
Now looking at where we stand after 2 quarters, it has been a difficult game for the Warriors.
Losing the rebounding back.
And that'll do it for us.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. So on the floor for Golden State, Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Brandon Ingram out there with Kuminga. And it's Looney in at the center position. Pass to Curry. Back to Podziemski. Rejected by George.
Always been a tight defender. George not slowing down with age.
Prime shot is off.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Here's the general. Misses the hook.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Outside Ingram. Hits a three-pointer. Ingram's got 5 now.
And Ingram seems just more and more confident in his ability to shoot from the three-point line.
Maxey passes to the general. There's the triple. Knocks it down from distance. And the 76ers lead by 13.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Curry finds Looney. The floater. Looney shrugging off the contact.
Yeah, Looney opens up the offense here. You're just getting some bonus points from him, and that's helping out when he knocks down Jays.
Here's the general. He's watched by Kuminga. The general, no good.
Yeah, starting the half here 1 for 5, and the offense might need an ironing out.
Curry passes to Kuminga. And there's the foul. It's on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul of the game. And Philadelphia making a change here.
Coming up to the floor for your Sixers.
Here's Ingram. 5 points in the game. Outside Curry. Oh, Curry, what a tough finish.
That's tremendous balance. Steph's ability to keep his composure in that tough situation, work in a tight space, that's impressive.
Here's the general. And he banks in the layup. The general's got 5 points in the quarter.
It's just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Curry, no good.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
For 3, Maxey drains the triple.
Ooh, the range of Maxey is pretty impressive. He is consistent from beyond the arc.
Outside Kuminga. Outside Ingram. Fires the 3. Philadelphia grabs the miss. The general's got his 6th rebound on the night. 1:51 left to play in the third quarter here.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian. No surprise here. Stephen Curry hopes to be a Warrior for life. He said being a part of a group of legends that have played for one franchise, established a culture, and won at the highest level, and did it with a lot of different roster combinations, I don't ever take that for granted. Brian, what a run.
Yeah, it is a great run, and he's been the foundation, Allie. Thank you. Curry passes to Ingram. It's Podziemski on the wing. Outside Kuminga. And here's Ingram outside. Buries it from three. Ingram's gotten his third basket of the night.
Well, Brandon Ingram answering the call comes right back with 3 of his own.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. So both teams making some changes here. Here in March, things are heating up. Let's check out the teams in the West. You look at the Warriors, currently 8th in their conference. They're hoping to keep that playoff spot.
Well, I think for the Warriors, it's really been an intriguing year for them. I mean, they work hard, they play gritty, but they're just so inconsistent.
I just think if you're on the other side, how much are you looking at that team and saying, we're scared of them? So not a lot of fear from the opposition and what they're bringing to the table. They're good, they compete, but do they have that extra gear? I'm not sure.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
The general passes to Grimes. Here's the general. There's 31 seconds left in the third. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Over to the wing. Outside Payton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Oubre. Payton, no good. And so it's Philadelphia ending the quarter with a 20-point edge. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. We've got Kelly Oubre, and it's McCain in at the point guard position. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Outside Payton. Moody from outside. Gets the 3 ball to go.
A great job by Payton, just seeing the floor and then making the play for someone else.
Philadelphia leading by 17. Pass to Embiid. Let's go with a 3. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Here's Post. Curry looking it over. And the NBA moving to a 2-day draft. Your thoughts on the change, Grant?
You know, B.A., a lot of pro sports are shifting to multi-day drafts.
Yes, sir! That's what you tune in for right there. Wow.
And he's such a unique talent at both ends. Embiid with the vision that time.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. And Curry's got the ball here for the Golden State Warriors. When this one's over, they'll be off to Charlotte as they take on the Hornets. That's game 3 of 5 on their current trip away from home to the paint. Here's Moody. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Moody's got 5 points now this quarter.
There's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Another one goes. Incredible.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. So it's both teams making substitutions here. To the inside. Here's Curry. Some solid defense from Maxey.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Here's the general. And good! There's another!
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Curry passes to Ingram. And there's the lob. And Kuminga throws it down.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. The general, no good. The Warriors have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Outside Kuminga. Back to Curry. Tries to break his ice. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
How many times have we seen this? You give Curry an inch, and that ball's gone.
Here's the general. The layup off target. Warriors trail by 20. Pass to Curry. All right, let's say you're starting a new franchise today, and you get to pick any player in the league. Who you got, Grant?
Oh, man, there's so much talent to choose from. You can't go wrong with Doncic, Antetokounmpo, or Jokic. There's some enticing young players, too, like Anthony Edwards as well.
Here's the general. Lets the 3 fly. Gets the 3 to fall. The general's got 55.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Here's Curry. It's deflected.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the 76ers.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And what a special year they're having, picking up their 59th win.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for the general.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
And the Warriors going with a whole new group out there. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to post. Down low. Moody passes to Payton. There's a screen. Just 5 to shoot. To the inside. Here's Knox. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Here's the general. Three-pointer. And again. 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Here's Spencer. So no problem for Philadelphia as they get the win, showing that.
They really thought they had
For MP to have a game like that in his rookie year, that's a special accomplishment. He can already score with the best of them.